Media Prime Television, with me, Audrey, Zatsa. Some 22 men suspected of environmental crimes have been apprehended in Gambia, far north region of the country, via deforestation equipment. The environmental law breakers, most of who are foreigners, were caught in the act of deforestation and wood carbonization, a successful operation thanks to the collaboration between the Far North Regional Forest and Wildlife Delegation and the law enforcement officers. This comes at a time when environmental experts are worried that the growing illegal harvesting and trade of timber will have devastating impacts on the environment and contribute immensely to global warming, which is currently threatening the world as a whole. The Regional Ministerial Conference on Solutions to Forcibly Displacements related to the armed conflict in the Central African Republic, which opened on Monday, is closing today, Wednesday. Let's get details of the launching of the conference presided over by the Minister of External Relations, Pelama, right ahead. Three-day regional ministerial conference, which opened at the Yaoundé Conference Center on April 25, is to enable experts to come up with sustainable solutions to the armed conflict in the Central African Republic. The opening ceremony was presided over by the Minister of External Relations, Pelama, in the presence of Territorial Administration Minister Paul Athanganji and Central African counterparts in charge of refugees issues, officials of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, United Nations agencies, and the African Union under the patronage of President Paul Biya. This comes in a context where Central African refugees are in greater need of guidance and support in host countries. According to figures reviewed, at least 1.3 million persons were forced to move to other African countries like Sudan, Democratic Republic of Congo, Chad, due to the crisis in the Central African Republic, with Cameroon alone being home to 343,548 refugees, or 46% of the total population. Though they are being provided shelter, education and food, problems linked to their management remain.
The challenges linked to the management of refugees can be put in four categories: security challenges, humanitarian challenges, socio-economic challenges, and legal challenges.
These refugees are equally called upon to be law-abiding.
It is also important to caution refugees to respect the laws enforced by the host country as well as the customary rights of host communities. In addition, the strategic issues linked to the management of refugees must be addressed now, that is, by our respective governments and the High Commission for Refugees. This can only be done if we all put in place long-lasting solutions.
Minister Pelama, on his part, calls on all actors involved to contribute their own quota to resolve the refugee managerial issues,
which undoubtedly shall enable each of us, particularly state members and our development partners, to contribute our own quota in view of improving on the care provided to forcibly displaced nationals of the Central African Republic. It is very important for the state involved to bear in mind that our regional strategy should, as of necessity, be aligned with current social, economic, and technological advancements.
After their 72 hours of thematic working groups, experts are expected to adopt a joint declaration dubbed the Yaoundé Declaration. Plans are on the way for the construction of a mini hydroelectricity power supply in Widikum Momo Division, northwest region of the country. This is an outcome of a recent decision taken by the Widikum Bofe Council, which aims at becoming the first municipality in the northwest region to achieve mini hydro plant to fast-track development activities and enhance the livelihoods of inhabitants. According to the mayor, negotiations are on course to import alternators and turbines from Germany to move the project forward. Fecafoot President Samuel Eto'o has promised to file a complaint to FIFA against defamatory statements and abuses of the Algerian Football Federation and information contained in a communique released recently. Join Gong has details.
Algeria versus Cameroon, the unbelievable slippage of Jamel Belmadi, which is weighing down on the Algerians. after the defeat of Algeria on March 29 at the Mustafa Chakel Stadium in Blida by Cameroon, the Desert Foxes are having a hard time digesting the bitter pill. The head coach of the Algeria national team once more broke his silence, lashing out harsh words towards Gambian referee Bakary Gassama. During an interview broadcast by the television channel of the Algerian Football Federation, the coach uttered tribalistic inclined statement against the central referee of the above-mentioned encounter, Gambian-born Bakary Papa Gassama. Coach Belmadi, who won the African Champions title in 2019, believes his selection suffered from the referee's dubious mistakes, going further to insinuate a plot against the Algerian national team. Responding to these defamatory accusations, the president of the Cameroon Football Federation, Samuel Eto'o, via a press release yesterday, announced that FECAFOOT will be filing a complaint to FIFA's Ethics Committee. FECAFOOT equally condemned the verbal abuse its officials suffered in the hands of the Algerians in Doha on April 1, 2022. Meantime, Algerian newspaper El Kabar reports that FIFA's disciplinary committee has imposed a fine of 3,000 Swiss francs on Algeria following the report by the referee of the match, Bakary Gassama. The Algerian head coach and his team are likely to face more sanctions from FIFA and CAF.
Let's now talk about the resurgence of yellow fever and the fight against the disease, which is taking shape. A vaccination campaign to fight against the disease will be organized in the next few weeks in areas where some cases have been reported, namely Adamawa and the Western region. In our health page, still we talk about alcohol and its effects on consumers, which may be life-threatening over time. Bokenga Wadi tells us more.
1 in every 4 adolescents misses the class due to alcohol misuse. The misuse of alcohol can have a serious and life-lasting negative effect on one's general health and daily routine. Alcohol misuse is characterized by uncontrolled drinking and alcohol consumption above one's normal level of alcohol intake. Though alcohol misuse is more prevalent in persons aged 13 to 18, persons who indulge in excessive alcohol intake are likely to suffer from health hazards such as digestive problems, liver and kidney failure, bowel disorder, fatty liver, breast cancer, liver cancer, alcohol-related brain damage, dementia, oral cancer, depression, anxiety, stomach ulcer, colon and rectum cancer, gastritis, stroke, hepatitis, and many more. According to data from the World Health Organization, an estimated 380 million people around the world have an alcohol disorder, which may possess symptoms such as mood swings, vomiting, irregular heart rate, memory loss, amongst others. Worthy of note is the fact that alcohol misuse and abuse have destroyed many lives and significantly harmed many patients, families, and loved ones. To this regard, Alcohol Awareness Campaign seeks to reduce alcohol-related harms and health hazards, prevent underage drinking, educate and sensitize both young and old about alcohol use disorder, promote alcohol abuse detoxification, as well as help people make better lifestyle choices for a longer and healthier life, as well as better society.
Movie actors from Cameroon and Nigeria have met in Kumba Southwest region during a business conference on movie production, which took place recently, organized by the Lois Entertainment and Awards. The conference focused on the quality production of movies as a means to market films produced in Cameroon. And out of the country, the Democratic Republic of Congo has reported a second Ebola-related death in the northwest part of the country after declaring a new Ebola outbreak over the weekend. It is the 14th outbreak after one confirmed case was reported on Saturday. The World Health Organization says the second fatality was a female relative of the first case, stating that she died without receiving any treatment. Authorities in the country say some 1,000 1,300 vaccines are scheduled to be flown from Goma in the eastern part of the country to Mbandaka, and vaccination exercises will begin this day. That was it for today's edition of Prime Flash, produced by Junior Pelama under the technical assistance of Mancho Robert. Thanks for watching, faithful viewers. You have details of these stories and many more on our 3:30 p.m. Prime Info with Gladys Bomotongina and our 6:30 p.m. Prime News with Fon Quinta. Coming up next is The Brief with Lasha Kingsley and Gladys Bomotongina. Have a nice time.
Welcome